Καλησπέρα για όλους. Καλησπέρα. Πολύ καλησπέρα για όλους.
Έχουμε κλείσει. Κλείσαμε.
Γεια σου. Το μάθημα ξεκινάει στις 5 η ώρα, Α, το ξέρεις, ωραία, μην το ξαναπώ λοιπόν. Όταν έκανα το μάθημα για την Ιγυρία δεν είχες έρθει. Αλλά θα το ξανακάνω για να μάθεις. Ωραία, ωραία. Πάμε, Θανάση.
Pisophrenia is an initiative for education without discriminations. This initiative was created in 1999, supported by Dictio, a network that supports migrants and refugees. Pisophrenia provides free Greek and English lessons, as well as art and culture lessons. Teachers are volunteers, and the idea of Steki Metanaston is the self-organizing with no official financial support. Every weekend, we cook and eat together. It's a collective kitchen where students and teachers are participating, firstly with the preparation and secondly with the eating. The main purpose of Pisophrenia is to facilitate their access in Greek society with the language and to feel Steki as a place they can feel safe, build relationship and have fun all together.
Ποτέ δεν μεταφράζεις όταν γράφεις. Δηλαδή αυτή τη στιγμή υπάρχουν άνθρωποι που από λάθος μετάφραση φάγανε απέλαση. Χρειάζεται να μάθετε και να δώσετε εξετάσεις για ελληνομάθεια. Μιλάω πάρα πολύ σοβαρά.
سلام دوستان، اینجا که میبینین استیکی مال مهاجراست و هر روز هفته کلاس 6 تا 8 روزهای جمعه کلاس آمالیاست و 5 تا 8 3 ساعت درساش از آهنگ و فیلم و درسایی که میده از کشورهای مثل سوریه، افغانستان، ایران، فیلمایی که میذاره از کشورهایی که دیکتاتوری هن و در حق مردم ظلم میکنن و اینا رو درس میده. فوق العاده این کلاس عالیه.
Εδώ λοιπόν είναι αυτός ο κύριος που είχε το πλοίο που βούλιαξε. Εδώ έχουμε το πουλάκι που πέφτει μέσα στο νερό και εδώ είναι ένας φωτογράφος, είχε πάει για να φωτογραφίσει και όταν είδε το πουλάκι μέσα στο νερό να πνίγεται, μπήκε μέσα και το έβγαλε. Βλέπεις πόσο μικρό είναι.
We believe that the experience that we have as a long-term migrant would be able to help the newly arrived women to be able to find their way around here in Athens or in Greece. This program will provide them skills and knowledge and information that will help them survive in a place that are not familiar to them. This program consists of literacy program where languages are taught. Then we also have a psychosocial support. Our psychologists doing individual and group counseling using different methodologies such as art therapy or drama therapy. We also have training on computer creativity workshops and also on other handicrafts such as knitting, crocheting, cooking, and painting.
Yeah, you can do that too. What I intended was to do went, but came I think works even better. Yeah. I know it's a little tricky, but it's just to practice being flexible with these.
I don't know this. So just go to today's thought.
Yeah, so either go or come. We're doing both verbs would be correct.
نزدیک 2 ساله که توی یونان زندگی میکنیم. 1.5 ساعت توی کمپ بودیم. شرایط کمپ خیلی سخت بود چون خانواده زیادی توی یک سالن زندگی میکردن. مادرم عمل شد و نزدیک 15 روز توی بیمارستان بستری بود. سازمان‌های مختلفی که به پناهجوها کمک میکنن متاسفانه به من و خانواده‌ام هیچ کمکی نکردن و تنها کسی که به ما کمک کردن که ما خونه بگیریم نادینا و ملیسا بود. ملیسا کلاس خیلی مختلفی داره، زبان‌های مختلف و کلاس عکاسی، فیلمبرداری و نقاشی، ولی من کلاسایی که دوست دارم و همیشه سعی میکنم که تو شرکت کنم کلاس فیلمبرداری که معلممون داف هست، کلاس عکاسی و نقاشی همیشه سعی میکنم که شرکت کنم توش. ملیسا کنار این که کلاس‌های مختلف داره و خیلی مفیده برای ما، باعث این شده که با دوستای مختلف از کشورهای مختلف آشنا بشیم و بیایم اینجا حداقل 1 ساعت یا 2 ساعت از شرایط سخت کمپ و یا شرایط سختی که توی بیرون داریم بیایم اینجا دور هم جمع بشیم.
Our main focus is on building trust and building community, because we believe that it's only through community spirit and through trust that we'll be able to create a synergy among the participants here in Melissa and also towards their contribution to the social cohesion of the Greek society.
Kitab World Education responds to a need we saw in Athens. We saw youth 16 and up sitting on the streets with nothing to do. Although many of them could have tried to get into the education system in Greece, they either didn't fit into the school system for various reasons, or they weren't used to that structure and didn't want to go to school. And many of them were feeling hopeless. They didn't know what to do with their lives. They felt like their lives were basically over. So we saw an opportunity to involve the youth and young adults in an educational program that would help them have hope for the future, that would help them prepare for a brighter future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Greek language is like, I like it because when I was in Turkey, I didn't like Turkish, so it was very difficult for me to learn it. Yes, exactly. And I think it's a good idea. Like now my time is full and I'm doing all these things, and hopefully like a year later I will have accomplished a lot of things.
The way we work with Kitab students is often via Skype, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp video or audio. We work one-on-one with students, working with mentors from other countries around the world. We match the student based on their interests, based on their level of education, based on the best mentor that will fit their needs and help them to progress. We help students to enroll in online courses. We help them to connect in with workshops happening in Athens or wherever they're living to help them achieve their longer-term educational goals.
I studied flight attendant in Jordan, and after graduation I applied for so many jobs there, but no one will hire me because of my Syrian passport, because they thought the first country that I will get in, I will just stay in, never leave. And that's what gave me the idea to come here in the first place. And through my journey, through all the different countries that I've been through, I gained so many experiences and knowledge. And that's why I consider myself an international, not a refugee. Because a refugee is just a single story, not the whole of who I am. And that's what also Barbara trying to focus on, finding people who can advise me and mentor me through this field specifically. And because that's where I see myself in 1 year, 2 years, let's see.
كيف تمام؟ انت شو اخبارك مدام؟ تمام بألف خير. جينا انا زوجتي من دمشق، انا كنت بكليه الطب البشري وزوجتي كانت بكليه الهندسه. جينا على اليونان من شي سنه و8 شهور، سجلنا بكورسات اللغه، بس عندنا اكثر من مشكله موضوع تكمله الجامعه هون. المشكله الاولى انه مده الكورسات طويله كثير، احيانا تتطلب سنه او سنتين. المشكله الثانيه موضوع الاوراق السوريه، نحن ما عندنا اي قدره انه نتواصل مع الحكومه السوريه او نتواصل مع اي طرف من الاطراف السوريه. المشكله الثالثه انه تخفيض السنوات هون، السنوات ان كان دارس 4 بتصير هون كانه دارس سنتين، اللي دارس 5 كانه دارس 3 سنين. فهي المشاكل كثير عم تواجه، عم نعاني منها موضوع تكمله الدراسه الجامعيه باليونان.
Is a 19-year-old young woman originally from Damascus in Syria who is now living in Athens. She's a Kitab World Education student and she is now entering a university program in Athens with our support.
Refugees started supporting refugees back in the port of Piraeus in February 2016. It was a time of the emergency, of we were cooking, we were distributing first aid items. After that, we proceeded with non-formal education, since we already had the experience on that. There was a great necessity, since the majority of these people have been away from any kind of formal education for years. There were some opportunities for them, but the lack of right information and the lack of trust actually kept them inside of the camps doing nothing. So we felt the need to actually proceed in our own non-formal education programs.
I am from origin Palestinian, but I lived in Lebanon. I am 17 years old. I am here before 1 year and 4 months ago. I am here for reunification to Germany because my mother and sister there was accepted in June, already half years here. And I don't know what the month I will go to Germany, maybe the next year, because another pupil stay for a year or months. I have a problem with education. I lost 2 years here. I don't go to school because the last year I asked and they are telling me you can't go to school because you are for reunification. And this year I just waited. Memsa, where do you work? Answer, I work in the bank. Where do you work? Not your job. My name. I am also a volunteer in OLS program. I help in the African people for translator English to French speaker.
Our next concern and step was employability. So we started this livelihood and employability program, which includes many different kinds of activities like language learning, IT literacy, job matching, etc. So it's our main concern to continue the job matching that we already started with the local labor market in order to find long-term solutions for them.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but time is almost over. We will do one more thing and then we'll continue next time, okay? Thank you.